Good morning, y'all. Today I'm going to be giving you a look into the life of a first-year med student. More specifically though, a very hectic day in the life of a med student. I have an exam tomorrow and I'm not sure there are enough hours in the day to go through everything we need to today. But if that's interesting to you, then come along with me. First though, we're gonna make some breakfast, so let's go eat. Let's see how many flashcards we have to do today. Please be good to me. Oh, kill me. 540 reviews isn't actually that bad. The reason I'm worried is because I have 250 new ones to do before tomorrow, and I have to review for the exam, and I have to go to lab to review the structures. For now, I just need to get to doing some flashcards, so I'll see you guys in a bit. $347 cards left. Oh, honestly, that's a little depressing when I think about it, but we gotta start somewhere, make dents in it as we go along the day, have enough time, hopefully, to start the new stuff. I gotta go dissect at 10, but before that, we have class at 8, so I'll keep you guys updated. For now, though, I need to get to class. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. It just started, so I gotta go do that, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
So as we turn this sideways, the ultrasound net is now more and the external collateral start taking over.
Alright, so class just finished. It's 9:15 right now. I have to be in the anatomy lab at 10:30. So what do we do in that hour? If you guessed flashcards, you're absolutely right. I have to do as many flashcards as I can right now because today's just gonna be so tight. I'm so pressed for time, especially with the practical exam tomorrow. Not having done tomorrow's material yet. Yes, we still have new material on the day of the practical, so if I don't keep up with those, it gets worse and worse and worse. So I have to start doing those. I'm gonna take you with me, bring the camera over there, and get to studying. Ooh, not bad, not bad. All right, time goes by quick, I think, when you're making progress because I just realized I have to go. Fortunately, I don't have to change out of this because once I get to the anatomy lab, I'm gonna change into scrubs, so I'll show you what that looks like. But yeah, I'm on my way now and I'll let you know how it goes. And I'm back, and as much as I enjoyed anatomy lab today, maybe today more than ever, I also couldn't wait to come home and tell you guys about it. So in a way, it's a win-win, but it also could be a lose-lose. But the point is, today was head and neck for the first time. So far we've done the back, the chest, the thorax, so we held the heart, the abdomen. So the fact that today was my favorite day so far, even more so than holding the donor's heart in my hand, that's saying a lot. Trust me, I enjoyed everything so far, but today was special. The face was cut completely in half. You could see the brain, the face was dissected so you could see all the muscles of the face, the things that make you smile, the things that make you frown. It was an unbelievable experience. And not only was it the coolest, it also made me the most appreciative of the donors so far. And trust me, that's also a high bar because it's just an incredible gift that they've given us. For those of you who don't know, donors are the people who have donated their body for us to dissect. The entire time I was in anatomy lab, my mind was going back and forth between two thoughts. The first thought is, oh my goodness, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And the second thought is, oh my goodness, I am so incredibly appreciative of this opportunity. Because at the end of the day, our knowledge here is going to contribute to the way that we treat our patients, the knowledge that we have that we can apply to the cases that we will see. So bottom line is, I found that extremely interesting and super cool. You know what's not super cool though? More flashcards. Yes, I know, very fun. Stick with me though, there's a lot to do today. I just gotta do some flashcards for right now, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. And the last flashcard, yes sir, that's what I like to see. So it's about 2:20 right now. We're way ahead of schedule, and by that I mean we're not as far behind as I thought. I'm still super behind. There's an exam tomorrow, a practical I should say, and I have to go in person with my team at 3 to study for it. Well, I don't have to go in person to study, but it's one thing learning it on the flashcard. It's a whole different thing to find it on a real body, and by it I mean structures, and things aren't always as they're supposed to be, so I need to go do that in person. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, so I'm going to go get lunch right now and relax for a few minutes, and then I'm going to do a little bit more review and then head over to the med school. So let's make some lunch. Hey yo, guess where I'm at right now? I'm gonna give you a second. 3, 2. If you guessed that I'm at my desk, then you were absolutely right. Oh, you thought that was a nighttime routine though. Good one. I wish it was too. I want to get that out of the way because as soon as I'm done studying, I want to crash. I left lab after however many hours feeling like I knew less than when I walked in. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced this before, but for me, the more I study for exams, the more I realize how much I blissfully ignored, and I have a lot on my plate. I still haven't reviewed tomorrow's material yet. Not even reviewed, I haven't learned it, I haven't seen it before. It's 7:25. My normal bedtime is like 8:45, but that's obviously not gonna happen tonight. And hey, it is what it is, but I still gotta study for the exam. But for real, like, I'm not kidding when I say I feel like I know less than I did. That's not an exaggeration. That being said, if there was ever a way to spend 4 hours, it would be with my classmates. I mean, they make the whole experience fun, like good classmates, stuff that you've been wanting to learn your whole life. That's the only combo that's gonna make this work. Otherwise, I'd crash and burn. I mean, I still might crash and burn, but I'm rambling at this point. I gotta study tomorrow's new material and then cram for tomorrow's practical. Now, this is the first time I say the word cram so far throughout the anatomy block. I've been able to avoid that pretty well because that's all I was about in high school, or excuse me, not high school, well, high school too, but in undergrad, cramming. I tried to move away from that. Looks like we're back to our old ways, but there's nothing else I can do. There's just so much to do tomorrow. But I'm still happy. Like, I don't know if that's weird to just say out loud, but I'm having a good time. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I've wanted to do my whole life. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I don't want to study all day, and I won't choose to have it like this all the time, but anatomy is kind of like a rite of passage. I've mentioned that before, and I'm happy to be going through it. I really can't waste any more time, though, and I'm also bummed, by the way, why am I slapping this table so hard, that I'm missing the first game of the NBA Finals. I'll try to catch the last few minutes of the fourth if it's a close game still, but honestly, I doubt that. I gotta get back to work. I'll see you guys in a bit.
So the preganglionic parasympathetic fibers are going to originate in an area of the brain called the inferior salivatory nucleus. Then they leave the brainstem with cranial nerve 9.
Alright, so it's about 11:30 right now, and I have no idea where those last few hours went. Not that I was messing around, like I was doing my best to focus, and I was being productive, but I didn't even get half of what I wanted to get done. And that's tough to accept because I really don't feel like I wasted much time today at all, and I was already behind, now I'm more behind. It is what it is, though. I really don't know what to say. I did my best. And I don't want to make it out like I'm failing or something or the sky is falling. It's not. But it is a little difficult when you're so used to, okay, putting in the work, and if that means going all night, that means going all night, but eventually getting the result. Now it's a little bit different because it's more like a marathon. Like if I were to pull an all-nighter, like it's 11:30 now, I wake up around 4:30. If I were to just use these few hours, then maybe, let's say in undergrad, if I had an exam, then I'd be able to do well on it and then sleep the next day or the day after the next day. But now, this is a 7-week anatomy course. If you screw yourself one day, I mean, maybe you feel a little better after the exam, but you're not really doing yourself any favors. So I promised myself no sleeping, no all-nighters, I should say, unless I really have to for the final or something, because I did that way too much in undergrad. I'm trying to avoid it now. I know it sounds stupid. I know I didn't need to do all-nighters in undergrad. That's a story for another time. But for now, I'm going to get some sleep. I think just under 5 hours is acceptable for today. That's the day in the life of a medical student. Honestly, this was a little harder than normal, but it is pretty accurate. I don't want to make it seem like it's this, like I have to save every minute of every day. But today and for the next week or two, it seems like it's going to be like this. I have a lot of catching up to do on the weekend, but I'll be in touch. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Click here or here to watch some of my other videos. Check out my channel. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.